think I'm allowed to talk about Song of Solomon on the internet, personally. It's a book of love. Essentially, the book of Solomon is about Solomon and one of his wives, how they met, how they fell in love. And let's remember, Solomon had like 300 wives and like 700 concubines and over 1,000 women just at his beck and call all the time. So this is either about one of them or just all of them collectively in one story. Either way, it's about that, and it's talking about that and just like the deep love and passion that they had for each other. Moving on to Hosea, the biggest theme, we read a lot, so we're just going to stick to the themes today. Israel is being punished because of their lack of sticking to it. They made a lot of promises. They like re-struck up the covenant with the Lord multiple times, and they kept going back and forth between whether or not they wanted to follow God or whether or not they wanted to fall into idolatry. God kind of calls them out on it, and he's like, guys, your promises are like the dew in the mist, and it disappears anytime any light is shed on them, because y'all just be betraying me at any point's notice. And y'all are hypocrites. What is wrong with you? He's essentially calling them out because with Hosea, everybody was easy to call Hosea out and his wife out for falling into sin and, falling into prostitution. However, the Israelites fell into sin even easier, and they fell into even worse sin, yet they were still just so quick and easy to call out Hosea and his wife for the sin that they have committed, even though Hosea was following the Lord and not committing any sins in pursuing his wife. Everybody was quick to judge him anyways. So, you're a hypocrite, and this is a slap in the face. It talks a lot about like the wind that will sweep through Israel. It's talking about Assyria. Assyria is the wind that is going to sweep through Israel and wipe everybody out. And it also brings up quite a bit the temptations of sin. The priests made a lot of money when people were sinning. They loved sin because every time somebody would sin, they would have to come in and bring a sin offering, and then they would get all that money, and then they could use that money to make themselves rich. I feel like that's when you know you've really just hit the bottom. And it also talks about like the lack of repetition and ritual that the Israelites had, because God basically set up all these rituals and all these habits and stuff to kind of keep the Israelites in line, and then they did not follow that, and look what happened. They're getting swept up by the wind named Assyria. So that's all I've got for you guys. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.